Hey, real quick. Imagine standing on the walls of a city that's been around for over 1,000 years. You're staring out at the horizon, and all you see are cannons, ships, and an army so massive, it looks like the earth itself is moving. That city? Constantinople. And what's about to happen will change the world forever. Let's rewind. It's the year 1453. Constantinople, the crown jewel of the Byzantine Empire, a shadow of its former self. Once the beating heart of Eastern Christianity, it's now surrounded, under siege, and barely hanging on. Its population has shrunk. Its empire, pretty much gone. Young Mehmed II, Sikh's legacy. Now, Mehmed wasn't just showing up with some foot soldiers and a pep talk. No. This guy came prepared. He brought around 80, zero troops, giant cannons, including one so big they named it the Basilic, a superweapon for the time. And he even dragged warships overland to get them past the city's famous sea chain. Yeah, overland, with logs and grease. This wasn't just a military operation, it was an obsession. Inside the city, things were bleak. Emperor Constantine XI had less than 0 defenders. That's it. Some locals, a few Italian allies, and ancient walls. Massive walls, sure, but old ones. And while Constantinople had withstood sieges before, this time, the game had changed. Gunpowder changed it. The siege began in April. For weeks, the Ottomans hammered the walls with non-stop artillery. Day after day, boom after boom. Imagine living through that. The ground literally shaking, hope fading, supplies running low. And outside, Mehmed, watching, waiting, pushing harder. Then came the final blow. On May 29th, just before dawn, Mehmed launched a full-scale assault. Waves of soldiers rushed the walls. The defenders fought like hell. But after hours of brutal combat, the Ottomans breached a key gate. Chaos followed. The city fell. And Constantinople, last Byzantine emperor, reportedly died sword in hand, fighting to the very end. The empire, which had stood since Roman times, was gone. Just like that. But this wasn't just the end of something old. It was the beginning of something new. Mehmed entered the city not as a destroyer, but as a builder. He declared Constantinople the new capital of the Ottoman Empire. Over time, it would become Istanbul, a powerful center of trade, culture, and religion. Churches became mosques. Greek gave way to Turkish. A new chapter began. Now here's the wild part. The fall of Constantinople didn't just reshape the Middle East. It sent shockwaves across Europe. Trade routes collapsed. Scholars fled west, carrying ancient knowledge that helped spark the Renaissance. And, by closing the door to the east, the Ottomans accidentally nudged Europe toward the sea, which, eventually, led to the age of exploration. Columbus, Magellan, you know the rest. So, this one siege, this one city, it was a turning point. A moment where the old world ended and the modern world began. It's easy to think of history as just dates and names, but this was real. People fought, people died, and the world we know today, it started on those walls, under that sky, in the final days of May 1453. So next time you hear Constantinople, remember it wasn't just a city. It was the last breath of one empire and the first roar of another. And that's the kind of story that doesn't just belong in textbooks. It belongs right here. Hit the like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing historical events in the past.